my introspection was about love. So I want to ask you your perspective about love. What does it mean to love and to love unconditionally? Love. What is love? What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Okay.
I think what is lost in our society is conversation. You can see out there is no longer a conversation. It's not an exchange of perspective. It's a debate all the time. We are so different and yet freakishly the same.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. I'm here with my co-host, Sabrina. How are you doing today, girl?
Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous.
Excellent.
Yesterday morning was my day with myself while my kid was at school. And in the morning, I decided not to work because I needed the time for me.
Yeah.
And I did neglect myself this weekend, to be honest. And so I needed to recover from that, because when I do that now, my body's not happy.
Definitely.
About that. and now it's telling me that. So
yes.
Yeah. My introspection was about love. So I want to ask you your perspective about love. What does it mean to love and to love unconditionally? Love. What is love? What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's water,
I
right?
think. Sure it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think unconditional love is loving people at their best and at their worst. I think it is about. I think it's about compassion. I think it's about acceptance. I think it's about, really all of those things. And, it's not, love is patient. Love is kind. It is not easily angered. It's not prideful. It doesn't boast. And it's not self-seeking. Yeah. And it's selfless, and it's free. It releases, it lets go. And you just, it's not forceful, it's gentle. And to me, that's unconditional love. And I'd love to hear your perspective too.
So I'm gonna stop asking questions.
No, it's okay. Ask away.
So how do you think we could do that? How
does
it work? Because this is nice, because, okay, listen, this is the thing. Like, I feel like there are a bunch of great solutions, great philosophies and great things, but it's just halfway, it's not finished. We're missing the big part. Like, how do we do that? What is it? Like, the understanding that you were talking about, don't get it. How to apply that? So I'm going to sum up the general idea. So love is all that you said: compassion, empathy, acceptance, and all of it. But those are kind of, in some way, they are kind of synonyms, compassion, the love, the acceptance, kind of. Because if you're compassionate, you accept. If you love, you accept, and you're also compassion. If like, they're all like kind of the same idea. But what I want to focus on is most of the time, and I think that's what we see in that word, like we grow up with the idea that love is linked to what we do or what we have. But love is not about that. It's despite that. Love is to be.
Yeah,
I
expound
love
on
you
that.
for who you are and not for what you do or for what you have.
Yeah.
Because if you remove the have and the do, well, it just have you.
Yeah.
And there is no expectation, because the expectations, they always come from action. Like you expect someone to behave in a certain way, or to say something, or to do something, or to have something. But the only thing you can expect with love is for the other one is to be themselves.
Yeah.
And that is basically my only expectation with love. Be yourself. And and now you're sure I can love you. if you doubt, be you. And you don't have to doubt, because there is no way I cannot love you if you're being you, if you're true to you, not to me, not trying to please me, not trying to do things, whatever that is, not trying to say things that goes into the do, or not to have things. It's not about that too. This is not love. If it goes with, if loving someone is linked to, or it's conditional to the do or the have, well, then forget about it. That's not love. Then then we miss the point if we go that way. That's not the root of love.
I think the only thing that I would probably add to that is the patience element, because I think that we can definitely get out of balance with our expectations and expecting too much. And I think that's a lot of what I let go of, because a lot of what was missing for me was that self-love. And again, if you're not giving that to yourself, it's impossible to show up for anybody in your world the way that you need to, in an authentic way, in a way where you are just being, and you're not expecting, you're not doing. It's not about what the other person has or doesn't have, or what they're doing or not doing. So I agree with you on that. But I think there's the evolution of a person. And I think the patience comes in when we start. Go ahead.
I think the patience doesn't have to be there, actually, because if I love you for who you are, it means every step of the way, for how you are today and how you were yesterday and how you will be tomorrow, whatever that is. So if you will, the patience is kind of included. I see with my son, and I'm trying to repair that, because I realized that I was doing that for myself. I was loving me only when I was doing good, when I was okay, like everybody else. And so it's like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. So I started to change that. And then I did that with my son. And it's like, do you love me? Yeah. Always? Sometimes. Okay. When do you love me and when you don't? And it's like, when you do, or when you have, or you give me. So it was something related.
Okay.
It was conditional to an event or whatever it was. It was conditional to something, or an action, or a thing. And so like, okay. And then I realized that's what happened with me growing up. Like, except with my dad, that was a bit different, because he didn't really show the also when everything was right. But so the idea here is to really focus, like when I feel like I don't like you that much today, for instance, and they're like, okay, or myself, I was like, okay, is it you, or is it an action? But also the way we speak, like with my son, he had a very fair point to say, yeah, yeah, I understand that what you say, mom, because like at school, sometimes the kid will say, or, oh, you're annoying to each other, you know, like, oh, you're annoying. But really, it's not that kid that is annoying. That is the action that is doing that is annoying. This action is very annoying, but that doesn't define the kid.
Right.
So see, so we define ourselves for our doing and our having. But that's where we got it wrong from the beginning. We need to really detach from our circumstances again. Like back to the circumstances. They are not who we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I really want to emphasize on that. So wonder, do you like this person, or do you like yourself, or do you like what the person does or say or have or fill in the blank?
And sometimes we can, get on the wrong foot, but I mean, it doesn't matter what they do. At the end of the day, I'm going to love them. And I think that the best way that we can be in the world with each other and with everybody that we encounter is to love people unconditionally, is to meet them where they are, and to really just give them that in authenticity.
And I think that's not actually where the point where I disagree is that is well, agree and disagree. It's a hard work. Now it's a hard work because we are not used to do that. Sadly.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But if we were, if we grew into this environment already, that was the natural thing to do for us. Like if you, between the moment where we're born and the moment we awake, this whole period of obey to the outside world and not to yourself, and so build up this kind of friction environment and build up the emotions, like really be driven by the emotions rather than the hearts.
Right.
We didn't have that. If that was done way differently, it wouldn't be like, it would be freakishly hard to imagine how it could be different. Like, imagine if we would let our emotion drive our, whatever, our lives.
We started the conversation with the whole idea that there was something missing in our society, in the fact that we don't know how to have an exchange, that we don't know how to have an exchange of perspectives, an exchange of ideas without it devolving into debate. And I think what you've really hit on with this is that let's change the conversation about love. Let's change the conversation about the expectations regarding of love, and really going back to this idea of positive reframe and, framing this in a different context and in a different light. Because if we go in expecting it to be hard work, then it's going to be hard work. And how can we reframe that? Yeah.
Yeah. And in reframing, there's even, I would go even further. And I would change the way we use the words, because we use it as gatekeeper kind of thing. Like we stay in our little own personal hell. And that's not healthy. Like, I mean, all the way you see a lot of good ideas, really good ideas. Like it starts with a good idea or intention, but somehow it always end up being used in a way that is not helpful.
Right.
Yeah. They change the words, like you can't say that anymore, you can't say that anymore, you call the politically correct package.
Yeah.
A bunch of crap, really, like nonsense. Like so they feel like they're doing something, but they're not. They're actually making it worse, because more taboo, more and so in the reframing, I will start with what you put behind the I or you, because those are important. When you're pissed with someone, with someone's action, here's the framing. When you piece with someone action, then if you want to tell that person that they're pissing you off, well, don't tell you are pissing me off, but make sure you say, oh, what you're doing right now is pissing me off. I'm not in a state to receiving that right now. So let me get my time off. I'll get back to you. And
yeah,
you know, or something
because
like that. But
because at that point you're not connecting it to the identity of the person. It's separating the action from the person, and it's not a personal attack at that point. It's really acknowledging the person. And I see you're struggling. I see how you're feeling right now. You know, but it's not a personal attack on them. And I think, there's value in that.
Because we tend to take things personally, but also the language is not helping, because the way we talk, oh, you're so annoying. No, I'm not. What I'm doing is, but I'm not. And the difference is one moment. Like if I would be annoying every day, then I will be annoying. But I am not annoying. I feel annoying and I feel annoyed too. It's I'm tired. I'm tired. Oh, are you? No, I'm not. I feel tired. But I'm not tired. I feel excited. Like we say, I feel excited. So when I'm, we say also I am excited, but I feel joy. I'm happy. I'm happy. This one you can keep.
If it's positive, keep it. If it's negative, just toss it out, because it's not helping you out. It's not serving you.
Change the wording.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us for the conversation. We're so glad that you joined us. We invite you to click the link and join us in our Facebook group. Make comments in the video below, and really come, and we would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your perspective. The only thing that we ask of you is that you do exactly what we're doing in the conversation. This is an exchange of ideas. So please, we ask that you would be respectful, that you would have compassion and love. This is not a debate. And we expect that from, Sabrina and I expect that of each other. And we really expect that from you guys. We don't want to have expectations, but that is one that we do have. So please don't get into debate. So if you have comments, if you have suggestions or a topic that you want to have, please jump in, share. We would absolutely love to hear from you. Just make sure that you
sprinkle your joy and compassion.
Absolutely. And we really look forward to seeing you in our next conversation. Have a great one.